important to give you my thoughts and how I see things. So last night I arrived at the airport and I had a taxi driver. I call him an uncle because here in Asia, we that's how we address each other. It's like we're one big family, and I think a lot of you might know that by now. But yeah, it was just a pleasant ride home. Got back really late. And I always love talking to people because at the end of the day, everyone has stories. And I think sometimes we just kind of need to connect, especially in this day and age where we connect through social media. But you have to realize that we're like layers from each other. We're slowly putting more and more layers on top of each other with social media. So it's good to kind of peel the onions and just to connect one-on-one. So uncle, basically, I guess he's 63. He was telling me, and I mean, I don't feel he was telling me his story in any way for any sympathy whatsoever. I felt that he was just sharing his life and whatever circumstance that is for him. He didn't seem to feel sympathy for himself. He was just relating how in this day it's really hard to survive. And I think that's pretty consistent with anywhere you live in this world, how it's very difficult to survive, especially coming out of like really strange years where we were all on lockdown for a few years. It seems like it was a dream, and coming out of that is trying to find some normalcy in life. So for him, just to get to the story is basically um, it's it's difficult for him to survive in this day and age. And but what he does is he wakes up each day and he does what he can. So he was sharing how he lives in a small flat, and for him is he doesn't have family. So what he needs to do is just be in the moment and be happy with what he's able to earn. So he drives a taxi. He lost his car during COVID, and he managed to save just a bit to be able to finance a new car for him to be able to make a living driving. And I was asking him whether he usually drives at night because it was like 2 in the morning. And he was saying, no, he usually drives during the day, but he didn't make enough. If he made enough, then he'd probably be back home so he can just get a rest. And that really affected me. It really affected me in the sense that a lot of us we're in our head with world problems and they're not really world problems, and you have everyday people who are just trying to survive each day, being able to get back home, get the adequate rest they need, and get up the next day and just live their best life. So I just wanted to share this because I feel each one of us has a means to make other people feel better and value in any which way, whether it's as simple as if you enjoy a good meal or good hospitality to give them a good review, or spare change. For me, I feel we shouldn't even look at having extra money as spare change to give people that we feel need it. I feel that we should be able to give with compassion and not do it out of pity or sympathy. We should do it out of love and positivity. So I handed him a 1,000 baht bill, which is basically, I guess, equivalent to, my math might be off, but like 35 US dollars. And the taxi ride was probably just 7 or 8 because I wanted him to get home and rest so that his night wouldn't be stressful where he needed to find the funds he needed for the day. And I feel each one of us can do something like that for other people. And you can feel the energies of people. You can feel energies of people who um, they expect and people who don't expect. So that's my feel good story that I wanted to share today. Take care, everyone. We live in a crazy world, so try to get back to center right here. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you soon.